Liger is an interesting case study. Now, people have called for a boycott of Liger because they are saying it is a kind of a product which is a kind of a north and south marriage kind of a thing, and that's the reason why they have called for a boycott for Liger. Now, will Liger be able to overcome this boycott call? Now, the interesting thing to know about is Vijay Deverakonda. He doesn't have that big a following here in the north. Arjun Reddy was a big hit south. Here it wasn't. Here Kabir Singh was a hit. So he doesn't have that kind of a following. That the hype is being created by Karan Johar and company. But nobody knows Vijay Deverakonda as well as the south audience. We are getting to know him. I know him because I watched Dear Comrade, I watched Arjun Reddy. He's a very smart chap. Now, not many people know him on a pan India level to actually kind of form an opinion based on which a movie can run. Okay, and this hype which has been created, this hype has been, if you ask me, the central source of this hype is Karan Johar, especially from the show Coffee with Karan, because he's being kind of put across as this heartthrob which all ladies are crazy of. Be it Sara Ali Khan, be it Janvi, be it Ananna Pandey, he's doing movies with all the top heroines left, right, and center. Now he is a big star. That is there, but it's in South. In India, still his worth needs to be gauged. Okay. Now what Karan is trying to do is basically cash in on that popularity and make a movie with Dharma Productions, that is Liger, and give it a kind of a pan India release and make it a huge hit. So can this movie, which Karan Johar is basically, he's the one who is creating this hype, can it kind of break this Bollywood code? The Bollywood code is of course this boycott code where people, anybody speaking ill of the public, they're saying okay, let's boycott that movie, and it can just start from a stray fire. So the approach right now is very interesting because Vijay Deverakonda in his interviews has we can see that he has come across as a fearless fella. He really doesn't care. He's not mollycoddling his words. He's saying that boycott is really wrong. It shouldn't be done. It is impacting the livelihood of all the other, like the Bollywood industry and a lot of other people. And I'm not scared of these Bollywood boycott trolls. So we'll have to wait and watch and see how it pans out. But if you're asking me, if you just look at the movie now, that will that's a it's not very uh, maybe in South we might have a bigger turnout compared to pan India. There is a there's a little bit of interest which has been drummed out by this Afat song. This Afat song has worked well for Ananna Pandey and Vijay Deverakonda. But the central theme of the story, that is mixed martial arts fighting, we've seen this before. We've watched Brothers, which was a copy of Warriors. We've watched Sultan, which was an excellent movie by Salman Khan. So we've watched movies wherein we have these fights and fighters trying to prevail against all circumstances. So it's it's ways to be seen what's going to happen, because the subject is not something which is new. Will it work with a newcomer like Vijay Deverakonda on the Bollywood circuit? That remains to be seen. It's not a subject that is very appealing. Not many people will just want to dig this movie because it involves mixed martial arts and everything. They would like to dig a movie if it has something special to offer. So let's see whether the writing or the script has something unique or special which draws the audience. But currently, I wouldn't be too optimistic about Liger. People are feeling that this is possibly the movie which will break the Bollywood code, which is Basically, a collaboration with the South. It should work out, but it remains to be seen, and it's not something which we can right now predict. We'll have to watch one or two or three shows in order to know how the story or the script has been fleshed out. Even Vijay's character, he's playing a kind of a person with a stutter and everything. We'll have to see how an audience accepts a hero like him, because he's taking big risks while doing this. A hero with a stutter and a kind of a unknown face in the pan India circuit. So Karan is taking a massive gamble. Let's see what happens. All the best. Let's hope for the best.